Now, one of the best ways to remove glue squeeze out is with a scraper. But using a scraper, I like to wait until the glue is dried to this popcorn-like consistency. It's not too moist inside, where like a blister it would spread glue onto the board surface. And it's not real dry to where when I do scrape it, I'll pull up a little sliver, which would be hard to scrape out of there. So this right now is this popcorn-like consistency. Taking a scraper like this will allow me to just scrape that glue right off and see how easily it comes out of that joint. Now, if you don't have a scraper, it's real easy to use just a standard razor knife. I like to use a nice sharp blade. Use it with my fingers and thumbs and kind of bow the blade forward just a bit and actually use that to scrape forward. It does a really nice job removing that glue line just as well. Now, don't be too fast to sand that glue up, and here's why. This is a representation of those two boards that we've glued together. And here's the joint, and we put glue on here. The moisture in that glue is going to temporarily raise or pucker the edges of that board. By sanding before the glue is completely dry, you'll remove that temporary puckering. But in the next few hours, when the rest of the moisture leaves that board, it will shrink back, and in effect what you're going to be left with is a dimple at each spot. Now, another way to get rid of excess glue is to wipe it off. I like to keep it a bucket of water like this, a nice clean bucket of water and a rag. As soon as you've clamped up your glue up, take a relatively wet rag like this and immediately clean the glue from the surface of that board. And I'm going to do it on the top side like this, and then do it on the bottom side like this. And once I've gotten all that excess glue off, kind of clean my rag just a bit and get any of the excess glue off this rag. And then another quick wipe to remove any excess water from the back and any other potential glue. Now, don't worry about wiping off the glue. It's not pushing glue down into the pores. We're wiping it off there and it's cleaning it perfectly off the surface of the board. That's also because we had just individual beads or a small bead of glue on the front, and that's what made it easy to clean it off. Had this been a slurry of glue or dripping all over the place and your bucket has gotten yellow because of all the glue you're actually cleaning off of there, then you do have some issues. But properly applied glue on one edge, then spread to the other, provides that very nice glue line, just the right amount of glue that can easily be wiped off with a rag. This works just great.